This Kenneth Okonkwo, where they know am for Nollywood, mostly as Andy Okeke, where overnight come turn to spokesperson and lawyer and politician all at the same time. Na very anyhow person, very yeye person. See, it's easy and better for you to just mind this article wey you dey follow now. Follow your article well. Na im be your highest bidder now, na im dey pay you. But the last thing you should do na to dey talk rubbish about Peter Obi. I no dey support Peter Obi o. I no dey even support any politician, but you dare not come dey talk rubbish about Peter Obi now. Saying they change party, say you no understand in stand for issue of national importance. Say person wey no go fit defend im vote. You been there in camp during the last election. What did you do in your own capacity or in your own area to defend your own votes wey come out from your own maybe polling unit or state? What did you do? Most of una go come out dey talk anyhow because I don see money collect. Apart from to talk well, apart from eloquence, which other thing wey stand for? I'm very disappointed in you. I'm ashamed of you. Say they talk this thing. They come, they talk say Peter Obi no fit stand for where there is issue. Say how you want you stand for Nigeria? And I want to ask you this question. A wise man, is it not that man that sees danger and applies caution ahead? That is who a wise man is. Wetin they never do, wetin judiciary never do with court cases to disarm people. How did Obi lose election? How did Tinubu become the president? No be court. All of us no see the disarmament. Were you not there too? No be you been dey go court up and down. Maybe because you don get highest bidder now, you wan come dey talk anyhow. All of us no see the effort. Was it not glaring to even the blind? Oga, Peter Obi no be that kind of person wey go fit say e dey drag. No drag the man, leave am. He has chosen his side. Okay, article wey dey go follow na make we come dey talk about article here. I don't understand. If you are faulting Obi for leaving ADC, you should fault Atiku for leaving PDP. You should fault him for even leaving wetin they call am APC. As all of us head no correct finish for this country. Now go all come and dey talk rubbish about person. Leave Peter Obi o. Peter Obi dey in a class of his own. Peter Obi just dey im own. Peter Obi no be anybody mate in terms of uprightness and in terms of being calculative. Where me I just dey vex for am. Where at some point I can't really understand. Na saying they do muke too much. But I mean, apart from that one, wetin again make him do? Peter Obi no be go fight the fight wey Nigerians supposed to fight. Peter Obi is only a Nigerian. No be go fight wey Nigerians supposed to fight. So carry your mouth comot for Peter Obi matter. Okoko.
You see, in life, one thing I hate is ungrateful people. People that you help and they don't know that you help them. For God's sake, if it is not Peter Obi, how many of you watching this video or you come across video knows Kenneth Okonkwo in politics? For me, to be honest with you, I knew that Kenneth Okonkwo is in politics for the very first time when Peter Obi was contesting under Labour Party. That is when I knew Kenneth Okonkwo is in politics, where we met at Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja, at City Gate in Abuja, where he came with one cap like that. That is when I knew Kenneth Okonkwo is actually in politics. That television stations and people are inviting Kenneth Okonkwo today to speak is because of the platform Peter Obi has given to him as a spokesman. That is where everybody knows him. So Peter Obi actually gave Kenneth Okonkwo a platform that is operating on today. You see, I am from the north. You see, some of us are from the north. We are not from the south. But we believe that the problem always has been Atiku. Atiku destroy PDP. Atiku destroy ADC. Because he knows quite well that this is the turn of the south to run for presidency. but Atiku will never allow the zoning system to go. Who, in his right senses, will get up today and go and vote for Atiku from the south, even from the middle belt? For example, I will never, instead of me to vote for Atiku, I will vote for Tinubu as it is right now. But I don't know how much Atiku has given to Kenneth Okonkwo that he has so totally changed from what he used to be. Obi is not the only one that has changed parties. In fact, as at 2027 that Atiku was contesting and whatever, there was a time that Atiku left a ruling party to join another party about 2 months or maybe a month to presidential election, thinking that he will win. The truth is that anywhere Obi goes, some of us are there. Even if Obi doesn't have party and is running as a single candidate, some of us are still with Obi because we believe in him. And the best decision Obi has taken is to leave ADC to NDC. I knew from the beginning, I said, what is Obi going to do in NDC? Because I knew that Atiku would destroy that political party. But let's see what will become of Kenneth Okonkwo as we progress in this politics. Let's see what will become of him as we gear towards 2027 presidential election. And we'll tell him that NDC is NDC and Obi is our leader, that Obi's political career has never wandered.
Whatever you do in this life, in this life that you are living, whatever you do, avoid people that talk from two sides of their mouth. You see anybody that talk from here and talk from here, make sure you do your best in this life to avoid that person as a whole. Any man that don't have integrity, wallahi tallahi, don't ever do business with that person. Don't ever allow that person to come close to your life, because that person is a dangerous person. That person can even end your life. Wallahi. Now listen to this scenario. Kenneth Okonkwo, this former Andy, this one that acted Glamour Girls, this Nollywood actor that is now a politician and a lawyer. Listen to what he said. You know, he's a lawyer, but I don't understand what. I used to like him, but now I'm not supporting anybody, but I used to like the way he analyzed his political view, but along the line he switched and I don't understand him again. Now listen to what he said. He said that I said I will not speak for a man who, even if he wins, he's talking about Peter Obi. I said I will not speak for a man who, even if he wins and Nigerians give him the vote, does not have the capacity to even secure his own victory. The coalition will not be affected in any way. Peter Obi changed parties 3 times within 6 months. That is his nature. But let me say this: changing parties is not what questions your capacity. Your competence or character is the reason you adduced for changing party. What is the reason he gave? He said, I don't like challenges. I don't like trouble. I like to run away to where there is peace. I now ask, how can this same man ask Nigerians to entrust themselves in his care, knowing how challenged the country is? How can a man who is running away from challenges be able to face the challenges we are facing in Nigeria today? I am sorry, Peter Obi's temperament and capacity is incompatible with the requirements of Nigeria of today. So the ADC cannot possibly be missing anything. Now, I will tell you why I say he talked from two sides of his mouth. Today, I saw a video of him and Atiku working together. This is a man that he has condemned. And today he is now with Atiku in the same party. He's now moving around with Atiku, palmsing Atiku. His Excellency need to be careful with such people, because they say bad thing about you, just like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I trust the president. He's a smart man. He's a politician. He's a street man. He knows what's up. That's why I know that he is careful with Reno Omokri and Daniel Bwala. Because these are two men that criticize you as a person, and today you have given them a stake in your government. What you did, you bring your enemy closer, I understand, but you have to be very careful with such people. Just the way I'm advising His Excellency Atiku Abubakar now to be careful with this man they call Kenneth Okonkwo. Listen to a throwback video of Kenneth Okonkwo, what he said about Atiku.
Is a man that has Atiku Abubakar is a man that has propensity for corruption, tendency to disloyalty, inability to say and speak the truth at all times. He's a man who has propensity for poor judgment, belief and reliance in matter about, lack of transparency, a man who trusts in money to buy his way out in all situations, a man who has the readiness to sacrifice morality, integrity, propriety, truth, national interest for self and selfish interest. We are seeing it manifesting. It gives me goose pimples that Atiku has the national award in corrupting the generation before him and corrupting the generation after him.
Okay? Did you hear what this man said about Atiku? Did you hear? This video, short video you listen to, he finished Atiku Wallahi. Scatamblans his CB. And today, this same man, I saw a video of him and Atiku. He was moving around, open his teeth. You see, anybody that talk from this side and this side of their mouth, anybody that is two-faced, you have to be careful. We have a lot of people that are two-faced all around the world. You have to be very careful with such people. That's why I'm always telling the president, I know what you did. You brought your enemy closer. Reno Omokri and Daniel Bwala. If I were you, I would be more careful with Daniel Bwala, because somebody that went to global television and deny everything he said about you, you should be scared of such a person. Well, I trust the president. He's looking at everybody. When he bags the second term, he will deal with all of you that say bad thing about him. Information reaching me is that the new minister of power has been sworn in. There's a new minister of power now. What is that his name? Minister of power. What is that his name? I've forgotten his name. The man has been talking a lot. He has been talking a lot. But I can't remember his name, but one funny name like that. The man is saying that Nigerians, he will fix the power grid. That is what that man is saying. That him will fix the power grid. Something that people have come and go till now, they have not been able to fix. Even the Aso Villa went on solar. You say you want, they just employ you today, and you are not giving Nigerians hope. Tomorrow you will not start giving excuses. When will all these people learn to say things the way they are? Say the truth, man. I will try my best. I will do better. It's better than coming to say, I will solve the rest of the problem. Nigerians should go and throw away the generator because 24 hours light will be there. Who are you? I'm tired of this country, wallahi. This insecurity in Jos is really touching me. How can people go and bury their loved ones that bandits killed, and the next thing, the bandit came out to attack them again? Attack on top a burial. What is going on in this country? What is going on? Please, this one don't pass to pray for Nigeria. This one is now for everybody to come together to know what to do. This one we are trying to remove. The government is rehabilitating and bringing some inside. I don't understand.
Ever since Peter Obi declared for NDC, like Kwankwaso and every other person, many people have been departing from ADC like in droves. We are seeing even serving House of Rep members, senators already decamping to NDC, and it looks like what we have been saying ever since, that he's actually the structure behind the coalition itself. He's actually the political strength behind the coalition itself. Not trying to downplay all the other people that are involved in the coalition, but you can evidently see that this man is actually the vote bringer in that coalition. So why do they try to belittle his personality, try to belittle his supposed contribution, or try to belittle his claim to wanting to run the ticket under the former coalition? These are questions for another day. But why am I making this video? I'm making this video because ever since he moved on from ADC to NDC, we have seen an increase in attacks on his personality by his estranged coalitions and by the Tinubu government. So Atiku surrogates from Bolaji has been on the media, Dino Malayi has been tweeting, Dele Mamodo has been tweeting, Kenneth Okonkwo came out yesterday to say some nonsense, and we just see a whole lot of, and so many of his social media boys on social media crying their tears of a man that they presume is scared of primary elections. And if you follow Peter Obi's trajectory and his rise in politics, it is true that he has not been involved in primary elections, which is, in the Nigerian context for politicians, he's scared of challenge, right? But if you're truly an ardent follower of Nigerian politics, you know that primary elections have always been a contest of not popularity, not ideas, not competence, not capacity, but your ability to be able to woo delegates financially. In fact, it's just a financial game. Who has the largest pocket wins the primaries. It's not your ability to be able to convince, because delegates, they see it as their own thing. It is their own time to chop from these politicians before the next 4 years where they'll come again. So the way people emerge as candidates in Nigerian political systems are not based off the competency of these candidates. And it has shown in the kind of people we have that have been running government in our country. You have seen the kind of people that are in government are people that do not understand governance first. People that are not meant to be there, but because they have found a way of always getting the party tickets, not because they're competent, but because they have a big pocket, then they end up being the people that represent these parties. And Peter Obi has always fallen short in that area, because if you see the man, that's not the kind of politics he plays. He's not someone that believes in why should I give you money when I'm actually coming to serve you, when I'm actually coming to come and help you. So when it comes to those angles of you have to bring out money for this, the man will never understand it. That's who his personality is. And it is anti-Nigerian, because that is not how the average Nigerian politician, or even the average Nigerian, look at it. So you see there's a rise in conversations that he is scared. A man that cannot do party politics. How if he's scared of contesting with politicians, how can he not be ready for the general elections? These are two different arguments. And it's important. That's why I'm saying this, because many Nigerians will be lost in the whole conversations, will be confused and be saying, it's true. This one, like all through his trajectory, has run away from primaries. I want you to understand that primary elections in Nigeria are totally different from the main elections, whereby the populace decide. You can choose to sell your votes, like many people do. You can choose to not participate in the process, right? But it is actually a chance for Nigerians, the majority, for us to decide. And we always decide from what the party presents to us. So this man has, over the time, he has built a base of loyal Nigerians that are willing to put their neck on the line for him, not minding wherever he stands. Wherever party he goes to, they don't care. Just give him the tickets, they'll deliver for him votes. And this is the problem with the traditional Nigerian politicians that he found himself with the coalition. I personally wish the coalition was sensible enough to understand what they have in the man. And to understand that, are you people politicians because of your pocket, or you want to really win an election in Nigeria and at the same time salvage Nigeria from the doom that we're heading to? That's what I was thinking. That's why I was like, the coalition would have been a perfect vehicle for him, because whether you like it or not, all these people, they have their values. Some of them have nuisance values. Some of them have street values. They have one or two values that they can help in making his ticket more viable across the country. But these people are people that are predominant politicians. It is what they stand to gain. I was hearing Babachir Lawal when he was speaking on rice. He said, Peter Obi, I've never bought for me even a bag of rice before. This is the one feeding me. This is the one taking care of my children. You understand the mentality of how these people think, right? So I want Nigerians to understand this whole, when you hear the argument of Peter Obi does not go out and he's scared of politics, scared of primaries, scared of direct primaries, and when you see the whole contradictory messaging coming out from the ADC camp, it is laughable. the secretary of, I think what was his name, the Bolaji guy, came out on Arise and he said that they could not conduct a direct primaries, that they were going towards a consensus candidate. Meanwhile, Peter Obi was calling for a direct primaries in ADC. Then when you now come out and you hear people like them, Kenneth Okonkwo come out and say that Peter Obi was scared of a direct primaries. Where does ADC stand? So you see that it's a garden of liars, a garden of vultures that were just trying to perch on this man, knowing fully well that if they had conducted any kind of primaries and this man was in that camp, they would have forced his arm to either step aside or to come out as a vice presidential candidate for the 80-year-old man. Which if he had chosen to, I would have supported him. But the man is clearly showing people that I want to be president. Why should you field your second 11 when you have your first 11? He's within his rights. So it's important to understand this. And this brings me back to the gaslighting they always put out and say Peter Obi's obedience are always attacking people, they're always insulting and everything. Look at for the past since Peter Obi left ADC. He has not made one bad word or said one bad thing. Or his surrogates around him have not said anything bad about Atiku and the rest. They have moved on, focused on a new party. But back to back, you keep hearing or seeing different things being said about this man. The day where this Peter Obi supporter has go versed, because that's why I say, if you watch Peter Obi, he has different kinds of supporters. You have the sane ones, you have the mad ones, and some of them will not get sense. There's some Peter Obi supporters where if I see some waiting, some of them they talk, I go open my mouth and say, huh? Those ones, they don't get manners. If those ones begin to focus on the coalition officers now, with facts, so, and start going out on them now, they will not start saying Peter Obi supporters are rude, Peter Obi supporters are mad, Peter Obi supporters are this and that. But right now, we are seeing people like Ndele Mamodu making cartoon joke, and Dino Melayo dragging and insulting Peter Obi. What is that mad woman's name? Loretta Onyocha, what do they call him? Kenneth Okonkwo and the rest. They are all attacking the personality of Peter Obi right now. When his people responds, that is when you people that always want to tell us to take the high road. We start saying obedience are this, obedience are that. Make una judge us, so make una judge us. Because only not one side has the monopoly of insult.
Good day to our viewers all over the world and welcome back to Local Journal. Honestly, I don't know what is wrong with Atiku supporters, because if you feel like the defection of Peter Obi to NDC is not your problem, or you are not like kind of moved by it, why are you making media rounds and conducting interview just to denigrate his personality? You once praised him and extolled him. You said how is the best thing to happen to Nigeria and how he's the man for the job. But all of a sudden, you've turned around to start insulting and denigrating his personality because he decamped to the NDC. Everyone has the freedom of association and freedom to join whichever camp he wants to join. So why is Mr. Peter Obi's own different? You know that he has everything it takes, that he is the reason why the fanfare the ADC is was enjoyed. You know that him leaving, Mr. Peter Obi leaving the ADC makes the ADC a relic of what PDP is currently facing now, and that's the reason why you are stunned by his defection to the NDC, and that's the reason why you are guilty of the fact that he's no longer with you guys and you are doing everything within your power to bring him down. 1,000 of you can rise up, but yet you cannot bring this man down, because who God has blessed, no man can curse. You can continue to insult him, you can continue to denigrate him, you can continue to make all sort of statements about him. You did that in 2023. Nothing changed, nothing happened. He walloped you, he dealt with you people in the polling booth, and he was rigged out. Even though he was rigged out, you saw the numbers he was able to pull. You guys all underrated him before the 2023 general election, but after the election, what happened? He cleared your doubt and people saw what he can pull. You know that the masses, the youth are with him. Let's call for a free and fair election today, and I put it to you all guys that nobody amongst you guys, even if you pair yourselves together, you cannot win this man, because he's a man that is full of grace. The grace of God is with him, and it is his time. We know what we want as Nigerian youth. We know what we want as Nigerians. He is the one who feel he has the capacity and what it takes to fix Nigeria. It's not about tribe. It's not about anything. And I, for one, I don't know why Atiku is still scrambling or still trying to vie for this post, even when it's not the turn of the North to contest. The people and the sycophants around him advising him because of their stomach and because of what they stand to gain tomorrow, and saying that he is the man to lead. They are just being selfish, and they will lead him to his utmost destruction, because in the end, anything you sow, you are going to reap. Because of course, if you are water down the chances of Peter Obi becoming the president in 2027, the same gesture will be like kind of returned to you come 2031 rather. And that is what you need to put at the back of your mind before you do whatsoever you are doing today. This is my opinion. Drop what you think about this in the comment section. And if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share, and subscribe to our channel.